The Iranian regime continues to infiltrate Britain, and the mainstream media are absolutely silent about it. Right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about our lovely country, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, once again infiltrated by our enemy, the Iranian regime. This is not the first time it's happened. On this channel, we reported, it's been a couple of years actually, post-lockdown days, we talked about the Islamic Centre in Kilburn in North London that was basically built and controlled and funded by the Iranian regime in the middle of London, charity-based status. And then when the lockdown happened, they also registered as a limited company. So they managed to get furlough money using British taxpayers, and the money that we paid for furlough goes directly to Iran. So we, British taxpayers, are funding Iran. Not that much, but it's the principle of it. Now, fundamentally, this news story is even more disgusting. This guy, Reza Amali, he's basically the director of the British Migrant Charity. This guy, look at his face. You could tell he's part of the Iranian government. You could see in his face. Look at the anger. Look at the angry face. Now, this guy is actually part of the Islamic Human Rights Commission. And all these guys are basically kind of working together. There's one issue with this whole problem, because this Amali guy, he actually is a secretary to the Revolutionary Guard, the Supreme Leaders Council of the Cultural Revolution in Iran. He's a secretary of this Supreme Council. So it's not some sort of theory, like, oh, well, he's got a bit of a beard, so he looks Iranian, he sounds Iranian, so he must be part of the government. No, he's actually the secretary to the Supreme Leaders Council. And he, again, not necessarily that, that means that he shouldn't really do anything in his life, no, but having access to something like the British migrants kind of, any kind of commission or museum or charity or anything like that, if those organizations do certain activities, then you get more evidence, I guess. Right now, they've come out to say, well, there's absolutely no evidence. I don't care, because these people who are right now in Iran destroying people's lives, and young people, old people, men, women, school kids are losing their lives, so they should definitely be declared as enemies of not just the West, but on an international level. Send them to The Hague. Like, this is they've crossed the line now. It is actually committing crime against humanity. On that basis, you should not have guys like this running around the UK doing things, because these should be either deported or arrested, or their assets to be frozen. You need to sanction every single one of them instead of allowing them to bring their problems to our country, to the West. We don't need that. We already have enough problems. We don't need to import more cultural problems and political problems from other parts of the world. Now, Iranians are fighting for their own freedom, and in the meantime, the British establishment and the media are not really concerned about what's going on here, what the Iranian regime thugs are doing here. They're spies, and everybody else. And again, I can't really speak about this much, but I've had my encounters with certain people in London who have caused some troubles for me, and they are part of certain regimes, let's just say. So they're not innocent people. They're not just doing their business. They are causing trouble. Now, this video is going to get me in a lot of trouble as well, but we'll see. Hopefully I will survive tomorrow, guys. Hopefully I will be back for the next video. But we are going to actually, on that note, take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to tell you guys about the new clash between Jacob Rees-Mogg and our new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. Not going too well, guys. Not going too well. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.